Bethesda and Netflix reportedly working on the Elder Scrolls TV series.
Yes.
Now they should work on Evil Within, man. They should work that. I know Reggie would agree to that.
Listen,
I don't think anyone cares what Reggie thinks.
We're in an era where a lot of fantasy, ever since Game of Thrones was done, everyone's been looking for the next Game of Thrones, and now they're like, we need a fantasy show. We need this and that.
What about The Witcher?
Well, that's the reason why The Witcher was picked up. That's the reason why the Game of Thrones spinoffs are coming. That's the reason why, like, Lord of the Rings is coming back.
And there's still Assassin's Creed anime that's coming through.
Well, that's not fantasy. I'm talking about this type of thing. So, and you got your Willow TV series, and you got all these fantasy things coming back to try and figure out where this next Game of Thrones is going to be. As far as Elder Scrolls goes, like that's a lot of lore. That's a huge game. Like there's so much in there.
Games.
And it's like, I mean, they never made a TV series for what's the game? It had a movie, but never had a TV series. It was
Prince of Persia?
Explain it.
It's only online. World of Warcraft. I'm surprised they never took that and made that into a TV series because that's huge too. And it's probably coming. But we're gonna see if any of these has the appeal.
Didn't they make
to
a
pick
movie?
Up there. Yeah, it was a movie. And it was decent, at least that's what they said. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
But as far as them getting a TV show right, is this a show that you think would work as a TV show? I mean, obviously it's so large, you have to make it a TV show instead of a movie.
I guess.
But do you think it has the appeal to like have the character? Because when I play this game, I'm not a character in the game. I'm just whoever I make.
Right.
And I'm like a default guy who just does missions.
Right.
Like, do I see that as something I'd want to see as a show?
It's one of those things that really need a trailer because like people like us who don't mess with it, you need a trailer to get people like us interested because I honestly don't care about it.
I was going to ask Turbo because Turbo plays
Skyrim.
You love Skyrim.
Yeah, so he plays the Elder Scrolls.
And Oblivion.
I played Oblivion. But Oblivion was ugly to me, but it looked good at the time.
I never finished
The
Oblivion.
women look like men.
Yeah, no, they look ugly. They look ugly.
I never finished Oblivion.
They did, man.
I started. Never
I
finished.
understand the appeal of how big and open world it was back then,
Yeah.
but I didn't get into Skyrim because, like I said, it was like I didn't know the lore like that. Right. But if you think that they could take that lore and take it and make it into like a good TV show and make a character that can mean something,
you would have to. You would have to have somebody on board from the source material. Like,
they have to understand.
You got to have somebody who knows what's going on to put it in the right direction.
Right.
Speaking of characters as well, we just go out there and do missions, what they turned into television shows. They managed to do it years ago with Zelda, didn't they? With an "Excuse me, princess," and stuff like that. So maybe we got Skyrim's answer to animated Zelda.
Yeah.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, princess.
I would be definitely more interested in a Zelda TV series in like a real life one.
No, Captain N.
Yo.
Yo.
And to be honest, when
I
that
think
show
Netflix
came
should
out,
revive that.
when that show came out in the UK, the NES was never a platform that took off here. So we wasn't familiar with Zelda or Mario particularly, but we did know the television show. So that was the only Zelda I knew as a child.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
That was your introduction.
Oh, that's the worst introduction to Zelda.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. The show wasn't bad.
No, it was.
I mean, if I watch
yeah.
it now, it'd be bad.
But
as a
imagine
kid,
not knowing, like,
Yeah.
just watching it, not knowing the lore or anything.
Come on, you wouldn't know about the
As a
evil
kid, I
jar
loved it. I love that cartoon.
At the
as a kid,
time,
but
yeah,
it was-
we loved all that stuff back then, but it's like,
I can't stomach that now.
oh man,
Oh, I can.
dude,
I
what
love-
they
I love
did
shit
to
like that.
Simon Belmont back then? He had like a spray tan, and he was like the biggest douchebag in the world. Mega Man looked like George Costanza from Seinfeld. Like,
Mega.
You made it look like
Kid
Mikey
Icarus.
B's.
So when those shows came out, y'all had no reference to the games, really?
Kid Icarus just kept saying Icarus after everything.
Oh, it was awful.
Like I could not imagine watching Super Mario Super Show and Zelda without having a Nintendo.
Without having the game
Something,
reference.
No way.
something.
No way. That's like watching that
Yeah.
Quick, the tomato and then
Oh, screw that.
like that's like watching the Acclaim TV show without playing any of those games, like Clax. And like no, I don't understand these shows.
Dude, what was it? Fucking
Bigfoot.
Remember Mother Brain's voice from that show? Yeah,
They made it sound like Little Shop of
Little Shop
Horrors.
Horrors. Yeah, yeah.
That was Little Shop of Horrors, yeah.
But that matched. That did match though.
Yeah.
It didn't match.
But it just.
Oh, it's not intimidating.
I'm about to say it just wasn't. It wasn't supposed to happen.
I think that they just gave voices to characters that never had voices.
Yes.
And they just took
But
liberties.
they made Simon Belmont the Vega. Simon Belmont was Vega.
Simon Belmont was a tan douche.
He liked to look at himself in the mirror. Like, where did that come from?
They made him vain.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
They destroyed every single character. Every single character.
No, they took a lot of liberties with that, man.
But back to
That's
Elder
hilarious.
Scrolls.
Oh yeah, true.
That's where this all started
yeah,
from.
that's true.
The thing that worries me about that show would be, like I said, there's no main character that I would like be able to be like, hey, that's that guy. Like in The Witcher, I'm like, that's The Witcher. I know that guy. He looks like the guy that I saw in the game.
Yeah.
These guys, all right, what do I say? He looks like the helmet I wore during the whole game.
looks like my creative player.
Exactly. Does he look like my creative player or someone else's creative player? I'm not sure. But obviously it has a fan base. It's a huge fan base.
Yeah.
If half those people watch it, it's going to be successful.
Yeah. Right.
So if they write it well, I'm looking forward to it.
It's all about the writing for that.
Exactly.
It's all about the writing. You fuck up the writing.
They could go out on a limb and make it interactive.
Who knows?
Nah, I don't like that. They tried
I
that
hope
with
not.
What was it?
Bandersnatch?
Yeah, Bandersnatch.
I love Bandersnatch.
I
loved it.
I don't like that choose your
I
own
saw
adventure
like
thing,
8
man.
endings. I got 8 endings in
I
there.
hate that shit, man. I'm just like, just give me the story and let me watch it. I don't want
I
to
like that
make
when my
choices.
man was out the window. That was my favorite one.
See that was like a like, is this a video game or
It's
is
an
it
interactive movie, yeah.
but
That was a some games were like that.
I liked it. It was different for me.
I
so
wouldn't want that to be a show.
But
like,
no,
all the
constant.
time.
No. The one time.
Like
I'm cool with that.
I want like Black Mirror back. I do want to see that again.
yeah.
But
Black Mirror is a great show.
started in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was better. It was actually better in the UK.
Yeah.
When they started getting Americanized, I was like, man, come on.
Yeah.
I need the
They
weirdness.
censored stuff for us again.
No, I need the weirdness. Like the way they told stories over there was completely different.
We need an interactive Top Hat gaming show. That's what we need. That's what we need.
There
man.
is just go to his
Absolutely agreed.
Now, I need Top Hat to go into the Royal Rumble this year.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got something to tell us about that?
I've actually, do you know there's an NXT UK show? Are you aware of that?
Yep.
Yes.
channel. Yes.
I've wrestled like the majority of the roster from back when they was wrestling on the British circuit.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, rather stupid of me. The year I chose to travel the world, which was midway through 2016 to midway through 2017, in that short 12 months I left the country, they started NXT UK. They brought World of Sport Wrestling back to ITV, one of our main terrestrial channels, and What Culture Wrestling was doing really well at the time as well. So I did just 10 years of like solid wrestling non-stop. I think that's it. I've done everything there is to do on the British indie circuit. There's nothing left. And then literally a few months removed, bang, 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 all these opportunities I just missed.
Damn.
But I might give it another go after this pandemic, but this pandemic's going on forever now.
Did you ever get a chop from what's his name? The big dude,
Big
dude
Show.
looks like Mikey. What's his
Oh,
name?
Walter.
Walter. Did you ever get a chop from Walter?
No, he's a German, isn't he? So I didn't come into contact with him very often.
Well,
but I'm
lucky.
I'm undefeated against Pete Dunne. I've
nice.
Really?
I've had lots of matches, and yeah, I won all of them.
That's
That dude is a monster. Wow. But undefeated. All right, I give you
There you
credit.
go.
I give you
There
a
you
props
go.
for that one.
But to be fair, when I used to wrestle him all the time, he was a scrawny kid because I'm 8 years older than him. So yeah, no wonder he was like getting battered.
You still got the record. That's what it meant.
Yeah, it's all about the record, man. It's all about the record.
All right.
All right, we're done with the Bethesda news. You
Yeah,
said you
man.
want to see Evil Within, but yeah, I mean that would be cool too.
Evil
See a
Within
horror?
would be-
You gotta make it creepy.
Evil Within 2 had the best storyline setup for a game.
Absolutely.
I
That
was
would be
like,
cool
this
to see a
could be a
new-
movie. It could be a TV show.
See a new horror show or a new movie.
Evil Within 2 is a beautiful
It's a
game.
very innovative
Beautiful game.
storyline or premise for a game, a movie, TV
You
show.
got to talk to Microsoft now.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Speaking of Evil Within, I was watching the Radical Reggie's channel, And I was seeing him play DLC with Evil Within. He was getting killed. Like, I had to log off because he died like 9 times in a row. I'm like, let me see the DLC because I never got it.
And it's funny, that's another game I finished also during the pandemic.
Really?
Evil Within 2.
Right, too.
That was the first game I finished, was Evil Within 2.
Reggie, what you got to say
forgot
about
to
that?
mention
Yeah, Reggie, what happened, man? You died like so
what's
many
good,
times. Yeah,
You got to play that over. You got to play that over. You got to put some new footage.
You got to get some new footage.